Hello there, ladies. Welcome to day one. I am so excited to get started. So join me right here on the floor. Just have a band close by and we're getting going. So hands are under shoulders, knees are under hips. You've got that little space, shoulders down away from the ears, abs drawn in and braced like somebody's going to hit you. All right, right arm, left leg, out and hold. Flexed foot, nice strong fist and switch. So we're holding just about 3 seconds and you are really trying to picture somebody is taking your hand, stretching it, taking your foot and stretching it. So you're stretching as far as you can out, not up, while your core is bracing. And of course, we are breathing. Yes, good. This is the last one each side, ladies. Breathing in through the nose, exhaling out the mouth. Good. And then spine openers, hand under shoulder, knee under hip, leg is out to the side, fingertips to temples. Take the elbow up to the ceiling and right back down, nice and slow and controlled. We are already thinking about our breathing, about our abs being engaged, about our mind-muscle connection, because it's just like they say, you play like you practice, right? So we work out like we warm up. Good, switch sides. So we just want to already get there. Set the stage here, a good solid warm-up and a great workout. You know, we're looking at about 20 to 30 minutes. See how it pans out. I don't want to make any promises on this side of the workout. Come on down to your back. Lift the heels, fingertips to your core. Big inhale. Exhale. Engage the abs. Draw them in towards each other. Good. Feel your low abs recruited, your side abs, your obliques recruited, and pick up one knee at a time. Breathing in through the nose, exhaling out the mouth. Good. Excellent. 3, 2, and 1, grab your thighs, roll up, or you can roll over, roll it up. And you're going to grab that band and we're going to do some easy band pull apart. So feet under hips, knees soft, core braced. Do not lean back, shoulders down away from ears. Easy pull aparts to the chest and up and over. Yes. So on the other side of this 20 to 30 minutes, you're going to feel so good. You're going to feel energized. You're going to feel your entire upper body worked, your core worked. That's what we're doing today. It's supersets. So it's an upper body move. Step on the band, easy banded rows, superset with a core exercise. Take breaks whenever you need it. Get water whenever you need it. And the name of the game is as heavy as we can in our reps so that we can get by only doing 6 reps for the sake of time. Good, knees soft. And it's what's best for many of our hormones and all that, to not be pushing to fatigue and to always be doing high intensity workouts. Those do have their place this month, but it's not today. So hallelujah on that. We don't have to do HIIT today. We're going to have a beautiful upper body and core workout. We're all going to feel great on the other side of it. We are doing some arm swings. You're breathing in through the nose, exhaling out the mouth. Now, ladies, we're going to go right into the first superset, which starts with a unilateral row. So you're going to want to grab a bench if you have one. If you do not have one, you can use any chair, step, couch to just put your hand on, square up, and you're rowing here. If you have the bench, you can use that extra support to put one knee on. Same hand goes to the bench. Standing knee is slightly soft. Core is braced here. So it's not just hanging out and hips are not rotating. Everything's zipped up. You're looking at the bench. Shoulder down away from ear. Your elbow comes to your ribs. Does not need to go past it, but you can reach down farther and get more of a stretch in your lat. So you can even reach past the bench. You just don't want to pull past the body. Don't do that. Elbow stops here. All right. You're also not coming up. That shoulder's down away from the ear. Please pretend like I'm right there with you, holding your shoulder down. I'll keep cueing it. Okay. So we're doing those on each side, 6 on each side. And then we're going to clear the bench out of the way, grab the big exercise ball or the TRX or the ab wheel. All right. So first, whatever you're using for this, I'm going to go ahead and use a 30-pound weight for this first set. Shoulders down away from ears. Other thing you can do, ladies, is grab your weight. If you don't want your wrist in that flexed position, you can grab a weight so that your hand can be up, or you could just do knuckle if you like as well. All right, let's get going. We exhale back, inhale down. Good. Pull. So notice I'm not twisting. Hip shoulders stay square to the bench. And if you were watching my first rep or two, please start just looking at the bench. Once you've got form down, good. We'll switch sides here. Once you've got form down, that's where our gaze should be so that your neck can be in a nice line. All right, here we go. Second side, make sure abs are zipped up. Here we go. Pull and reach. Pull and reach. Good. 3, 2, 2, and 1. We bend the knees, put that weight to the side. I'm going to scoot my bench out of the way too so that you can see this with a little more room. Ab rollouts. Now this one we are allowed, yes, we're allowed to tuck the back. You cannot have an arch in your back. If you have an arch like this, it's going to hurt your low back and do more damage than good, more harm than good, and we never want to do that. So if anything, you can have an over pelvic tuck. But if you're using the exercise ball like I'm going to, your wrists to your forearms are on the ball and your hips come forward with you, out, 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 until you feel the core kick in, and then it can't take any more, and then we zip it back up, and we only come about here, because if we come all the way back up here, we've lost the tension. Let's keep the tension in the core. Be mindful if you're getting any coning or doming to back off. Don't go out as far. Maybe just keep it to where you don't feel that, okay? Lastly, if you have the ab wheel, you could do the same thing with an ab wheel or with the TRX right here, doing that same thing. Okay, we're gonna get 6 of these, ladies. Here we go. Inhale, and then we exhale, zip it up, but don't come all the way in. Inhale, so hips have to come with you. I do not want to see this. You're like, you can't see me anyway. That's true, but you're not going to get the benefit of it working the whole front of the core if you don't bring your hips with you. Yes, that makes it 10 times harder. That's the point. You should feel this all the way from your upper abs down to those bottom abs underneath the belly button. Good. And we're out. Get water, take a breather. We go back for set 2. Assess, are we going up? Are we going down? Are we keeping it the same? All right, quick sip for me. And here we go. So we'll set it back up. Back to the pull muscles. We're getting back. We're getting bicep. A little bit of rear delt. I'm keeping the 30. I thought maybe I could go up to 35, but we've got a lot more ahead of this workout, and 30 felt pretty tough by the last couple of reps. That's how we always assess, right? By the last 2 or 3 reps. Do you feel like that's all you can do, or do you feel like you can do 10 more? I felt pretty much like that was all I could do. I'm going to keep it there for today. Make sure I can get through the whole workout. All right, standing knee a little bit soft, hand under shoulder, shoulders down away from the ear. Look at your bench. Here we go. Pull and reach. Good. Focus on that mind muscle connection. You're squeezing that lat. Last rep. Nice job. Other side. Good. Set it up. Shoulders down away from the ears, ladies. Here we go. Exhale, inhale. Elbow to the ribs. Yes. 4, 3. Nice. 2 and 1. Beautiful job. All right, bench out of the way, and I am going to scoot it even farther this time because I did feel a little limited in my range in the last couple of reps. Get that out of your way. And I want to make sure I'm not limiting if I could go a little bit farther. So make sure we have that over pelvic tuck, and we go out, 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 out. Now, it doesn't make a big difference if knees are slightly separate or together, so you can play with that and see how it feels to you. I think I did it with knees apart last time, so I'm going to try it knees together, see if that's the same. If you're feeling this in your low back, do not go out as far. Go out to where you feel it's still in the abs and it's challenging, but not in your low back. Good. Last rep for me here. Out and up. Beautiful job. All right. Quick sip of water if you need it. And then we're going to go back to our last set, row, ab rollouts. Then you need 2 weights for a dumbbell floor press. I'm going to try to stick with the 30s for this as well. That's working chest, triceps, and shoulders. Then you don't need any equipment for the ab exercise. It's a 6-inch leg flutter. We just need our bodies. So we'll do that. That's on deck. You'll have time to grab a sip of water if you would like while I'm demoing that. All right, here we go. Got a lot to get in today, so I know I'm pushing us on pace. Go ahead and grab that dumbbell. We'll get this final set of rows. Shoulders down away from ears, core zipped up, looking at the bench. Let's pull. 6, good. Come on, breathe. Use that breath to pull it up. 3 and 2 and 1. Other side. Awesome job. Look at the bench. Here we go. Standing knees soft. Come on. Up. Yes. 4. Come on. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. We do not need that bench again. So if you're moving it around like I am, you can get it all the way out of the way and come back for the abs. I do have an ab wheel. See how handy it is. I'll grab it out for those of you doing the ab wheel, or if you want to see it on the wheel. It was under some chains, obviously. Okay, still slight pelvic tuck, and we roll out and we zip it back up. And if you're doing it with the ab wheel, it's the same thing as with the exercise ball. We don't come in to where we don't have the tension anymore. We keep a little bit of the tension. Yep. Good. Ooh, last rep here. And we're out. Awesome work. All right, grab a sip of water if you'd like. I'm going to show you the floor press. No weight, so I can save my reps. We have straight, strong wrists, shoulders down away from ears, anchored to the floor, low back gently kissing the floor too. Elbows come to ribs and elbows come up. So it's the opposite there of the row. We're going to do both sides at the same time. And then for the 6-inch leg flutters, we can put our hands right under the tops of our glutes. I like to do that rather than the low back because I think it helps the low back sit on the ground there. So we have a slight pelvic tuck and hands are under the tops of the glutes. And then this is depending on where you are at. The hardest option would be to be 6 inches roughly above the ground, just fluttering with straight legs, straight up and down. And then you can modify by taking the legs higher if you're getting any coning or doming, or by having a shorter lever, looking like this, bending the knees. All right, I know the sun is perfectly in that spot. It's like just before sunset, and it's perfectly coming through this window in my basement. I was going to block it, but I liked it. I'm sorry if it's too much in the recording. All right, here we go. Wrists straight and strong, shoulders anchored down. We've got 6 heavy, heavy presses. Let's go. Inhale down. Exhale, press. So in that mind-muscle connection, we're now thinking about the pecs and our triceps and our shoulders here as we push away, and don't lock those elbows out at the top. Last rep and rest, put them down. This is a nice transition. We just slide those hands right under the tops of the glutes and we flutter. Good. Breathe in through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Good. Steady breathing, low back kissing the mat. Good, good, good. Stay with me. Breathe. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Awesome. Now you can stay right here if you'd like to, or you can grab the thighs, roll it up, give yourself a little shoulder roll, a little arm swing. We're going to go right back. Floor press, lower 6-inch leg flutter. Now, I told you everything we're working in the floor press, and then it's pretty clear that in the flutter we're working core, but specifically I want you to focus on low abs. I want you to focus on feeling that come from below the belly button is what's really driving that movement. Especially you might feel it a little bit in your hip flexors too. And in that case, if you're feeling it more in your hip flexors than your abs, I would go ahead and bend your knees so that you're not feeling it so much in the hip flexors. They will come along. It's kind of that chicken and the egg thing where they will come along with it. Like, should you stop doing the exercise or should you just wait? Kind of up to you, a little bit of both. All right, here we go. Low back gently kissing the mat, shoulders down away from ears. Let's press it. Inhale, exhale, use your breath. Yes, now you're feeling your core kick in even here when you have nice heavy weights. 3, up, good. 2, up, last one, ladies. Down, up, put them down. Time to flutter. Let's go. I'm doing this for 15-second intervals. We go. Flutter. Legs as straight as you can. Breathing. Think about long, straight legs, pointed toes. This is coming from those low abs. You got it. Breathe in through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. And time. Awesome job. I'm going to roll it up in between just to take a little shake. So if you feel like you could go up on the floor press, well, you don't have those next available weights. Maybe grab your ankle weights if you've got the ankle weights, or get creative on ways you could do this. You could even take a band and wrap it around your back and then use the band with your dumbbells for a little more tension. There's another idea for you. All right, one more set of each of those. And then we are going to stand up and we're going to do bicep curls. So have ready what you use for that. That's your traditional bicep curl where we're not going to swing it behind the legs. We're going to keep it a little bit in front of us so we have tension in the bicep, and then into a side plank with a weight in our top hand and our top foot lifted if you can. It's going to be great. Here we go. Let's get this last round done. So ladies, floor press, set it up, knuckles to ceiling, shoulders down away from ears. Brace your core. We go. Press and inhale down. Exhale up. Good. 4 up. 3 up. I know. 2 up. Yes. 1 and rest. Beautiful job. Time to flutter. 15 seconds on the clock. 3, 2, 1. We go. Breathe in through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Nice long legs. You got this. Core brace. Come on. Slight pelvic tuck. That low back is pressing into the floor. Yes, good. Couple seconds. 3, 2, 1, and out. Beautiful. Get water. Get those weights away. You should hopefully be using, hopefully that was heavier for your floor press than it will be for the curls. For the curls, I'm going to go to 20s. So I was using a 30. I'm going to go to 20s. And for the side plank, I'm going to try to hold a 15. Yes. So I'm going to have that handy. And we'll start with these bicep curls. Just grab a sip of water if you'd like. We're isolating the bicep now. So I just showed you everything you need to see on it. Make sure your shoulders aren't up to your ears, and make sure we're not death gripping the dumbbell. We want the tension in the bicep, not the grip. All right, 6 reps. Here we go. Shoulders up, back, down, feet under hips, knees soft. Let's go, ladies. We curl, exhale, inhale down. Good. Light grip. Come on. 4. And no swinging. 3. It's really controlled. 2. 1, and out of that. Side plank options. You can come down on your forearm. I'm going to do forearm either way, but you can keep your bottom knee down and hold it right here. Or you can come all the way up with feet stacked or scissored and hold it here. Next option is to add a weight to the top hand and to elevate that top foot. We're going to go for 20 seconds aside to start today. You can progress this time throughout the month, work your way up to 30. You could even work your way up to a minute. Is as far as I'd probably take it before I would just up the weight or do something different to it. But let's start with 20 today. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. We are up, we're holding. So the full progression option is a weight in that top hand and that top foot just in line with the body. Your bottom hip is up away from the floor. We're breathing in through the nose, exhaling out the mouth. Yes, hold it for 5. Breathe. And time. Awesome. Remember what side you're doing because we're going to come back to that same side. So I've personally got my right arm down. If you're mirroring me, then you've probably got your left arm down. But take a second, grab a sip of water or coffee or whatever you're rocking, and we're going to go back to the bicep curl. Then staying on this side with the plank. We'll get in one more arm exercise before we get to the other side with the plank, okay? It's the way I try to get us to get as much in as we could today. Feet under hips, knees soft, shoulders up, back, down, ladies. Look straight ahead or at the floor, a couple feet in front of you, and we curl and down. Light grip and down. Good. Yes, 4. Woo. 3. Come on. 2. And 1. And here's another thing. Bend the knees, put it down. You ladies know, it's between guys and ladies there, but we're all ladies here. You ladies know we're going to go up 3, 2, 1, hold for 20 seconds. That we need rest time sometimes in order to get our maximum strength. So I was feeling it a bit on that set with the bicep curls, thinking, oof, if I'm going to stay with this weight, I might need a little more of a rest. I am keeping rest time short for the sake of time. Good. Rest right here. And we really rocked right back into that set with maybe a 30-second break at best. So I usually put in the notes, you can rest, up to a minute, but you can take longer if you need to. And I know I pushed the pace a little bit in the video, so please feel free to pause me, take a second. I always joke, but I'm serious. Go switch your laundry, take a second, whatever you need to do. I often do that, but if you're really going to almost your max weight and somewhere where you can only get 2 to 3 more reps, you might truly need that rest before you can get your next set. So I'm giving us a little bit longer of a break than I did last time so we can get these last curls, side plank on the same side, and then we will switch it up. Get water if you need to. Pause me if you need to. Shoulders up, back, down. We've got to get through it with good form. And if you need to go down and wait, that's great too. That's fine. Record it and see how you progress throughout the month. Here we go, ladies. 6. Good. Nice and clean, all bicep. Think about that bicep. Squeeze it on the way up. Core is bracing 2. Knees are soft for 3. Yes, come on. And 2. Oh, that's it. Good. Bend the knees and put that one down. Woo. And grab whatever weight you're using for this last plank on this side. Elbow under shoulder. 3, 2, 1. We're up for 20 seconds. My top arm is shaking. You're probably seeing it. Good. Breathe. Bottom hip is up. That's the oblique getting worked. Your whole body, like you can fit it between 2 panes of glass. Breathe in through the nose. Exhale out the mouth, 5 seconds. This will be a fun one to progress throughout the month, ladies. And time. Good. Come on down. Breathe. Get water. I'm going to show you a quick demo. We are going to take that plank to the other side, so I don't need to demo that. Just doing the exact same thing other side. What we're going to do now is for triceps, because we just did another pull. We're going to do another push. So tricep kickbacks, shoulders down away from ears. We're making a nice line from shoulder to wrist. You just saw these last month outside with a band. So we're going to do the same thing with a weight. These are tough. These are always tough. And we don't want to swing. And we don't want to use momentum. A lot of people do a little bit of that. I can't get the timing. It's like that. We're not doing that. We're right here. Knees are soft the whole time. So I'm grabbing 10s. All right. It'll be great. Shoulders down away from ears. Look at the floor. We go slow, controlled, out and back. Exhale, inhale. Don't lock the elbows out. Really focus on that tricep. That's where you're feeling this. Last rep. Yes, good. Okay. Side plank, other side. If you were able to use a weight, grab that same weight. Keep it even if you can, unless you have any injuries or any reason not to. We lift, we hold for 20 seconds. Yes, breathe in through the nose, exhale out the mouth. Y'all know we always do our easier side first. So I'm sure this side's a little trickier for you. It's trickier for me too. You just saw a nice wobble. Good. Breathe. 3, 2, 1. Come down. Awesome. Right back at it. Grab a sip of water. I'm going to do the same on this one. All right. Beautiful work. Take a little shake out. Focusing totally on the triceps. Full extension. We got this set 2. Let's go. Look at the floor. Shoulders down away from ears. Core brace. Come on. Out and back. Exhale. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Good work. Awesome. Okay. I know you're probably really sick of getting up and down. I am too. I wanted to avoid that in this workout, but here we are getting up and down. So maybe it's helping our heart rate. Here we go. Kicking it up a notch by acting like we're going upstairs. Good. Breathe in through the nose. Exhale the mouth, ladies. Now this could get tougher. I wouldn't recommend doing it with the weight, but if you want to do it no weight and you want to try to close your eyes, that's a way to work the balance here. Good. And rest. Awesome. Breathe. Get water. Shake it out. We're on the final set. So while we take our breather, want us to make the most of it. You can keep arms swinging if you want to, but pick a foot. We're going to do our clock. Front, side, back. Yes, good. Front, that would be side. Front, side, back, and side. Good. Standing knees soft. We're challenging our balance and we're making the most of a break so that we can go back into that last set with as much strength as we can. If you want to add more here, good, switch sides. You can try to close your eyes. Again, make sure it's safe. Make sure you don't have weights right underfoot. If you try that, you can also progress that during the month. We want to be nice and well-rounded. We've got some good lifts this month. As always, we also have a great deep core and mobility day because mobility is so important and our balance is so important. Our heart health is so important, all of it. So we're trying to get as much bang for our buck in the least amount of time possible. Shoulders down away from ears, ladies. Let's give this a good last set. Knees are soft. Look at the ground. Extend. Bring it in. Light grip. Squeeze the tricep. 3, 2, 1. Get out. Well done. Bend your knees, put them down. And final set of this side plank in 3, 2, 1. We lift up and we extend that top foot just a few inches. Good. Bottom hip up off the floor. Grip on that dumbbell is light. We're breathing. In through the nose, exhale at the mouth. Come on. Stay for 3, 2, 1, and rest. Yes. Well done. All right. You can stay seated or you can take it standing. I'm going to take it standing just so I get my eyes out of the sun for you. Shoulder stretch. Strap that shoulder down away from the ear and breathe, ladies. In through the nose. Exhale at the mouth. In through the nose. Exhale at the mouth. Switch sides. Awesome work today. Way to get it done. Got the whole thing done. I will tell you, I thought that was an ambitious list. Thought I might have to cut some as we go. We got my whole list in today. Thumbs down away from ears. Breathe in through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. As you try to progress this month, reach up and over. You are either adding weight or adding reps, ideally. Either one of those, ideally. We can't always go up in either of those, depending on the week, and that is okay too. Hands behind the back, open up the shoulders, down towards the ears, and open the chest. Breathe in through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Again. Good. And palms together, reach forward. Deep breath in through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. And if you were taking a modification, there's a switch, is trying to drop that modification and progress in that way throughout the month. Feet together. Deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, let it go, ladies. Very well done. I hope you have a great rest of your day. I will see you next workout.